Bowden Francis going for the Toronto Blue Jays, coming in at 4-3 with a 5.64 ERA.
Overall, it'll be just his 5th start, but they have plugged him into this spot in the rotation, and he's anxious to make a bid for some more action as a starter down the stretch.
Colton Cowser had his 17-game hit streak and 19-game on-base streak, both snapped with an 0-for-3 yesterday. And up and away, Francis went to his first curveball and he missed. And Cowser sets the tone with a 9-pitch walk. Anthony Santander, after a 9-pitch walk, leading the Orioles with 32 home runs. Santander gets a high breaking ball, powers it out to right center. Varsho watches, and this ball is gone. And it's a new career-high tying 33rd home run for Anthony Santander.
That's exactly how you want to get the party started right there. Tony Tater's in the house here at the Rogers Center, and I mean early. 391 it went, his 33rd long ball of the year and his 77th RBI.
Nelson Gunnar Henderson up.
Gunnar Henderson hits this one in the air to left center. Dalton Varsho's got it. That's the first out of the start for Bowden Francis.
Now Ryan O'Hearn is the next one up.
2-2 to O'Hearn. Splitter hit on the ground to second. Clement gets his body in front of it and throws over to first. 2 outs.
Adley Rutschman now steps in and swings at the first pitch. Pops it up out to first base, camping underneath it, calling everybody off. Spencer Horwitz makes the grab and sits down the switch hitter, batting from the left side. Rutschman goes down.
Lefty Trevor Rogers making his 2nd Orioles start.
Yeah, 23rd appearance, 23rd start of the year, 2nd for the Orioles.
It's George Springer replica hockey jersey night, and George Springer leads off for the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 1st inning at Rogers Center.
Nice changeup there. That was a big pitch for Rogers when he was an All-Star 3 years ago, and he throws a wicked one to strike out Springer.
And guess what? Mr. First Pitch, Ernie Clement, jumps on the first offering from Rogers and sends it into center field for a base hit, and the Blue Jays have 1 on with 1 away.
That is one of the 4 Blue Jays that has at-bats against Rogers. He's 0-for-2.
Drives this one through the right side and into right field. Clement will stop at second, and just like you mentioned, Buck, that exposed right side of the infield comes back to bite the Orioles.
Just like that, 19 in a row for Vladdy.
And now 2 on for Alejandro Kirk.
Kirk slaps one to third, and wow, it takes a nasty hop, and Kobe Mayo unable to handle that hot shot, and the Blue Jays now have the bases loaded.
But he got a wicked hop, and it kicks off his glove, and the bases are loaded now.
In the bottom of the 1st, Jays down 2-0, but they're threatening.
Hit down the left field line, slicing and caught by O'Hearn. Clement's going to tag and score easily. It's a sacrifice fly, and the Blue Jays are on the board.
Another terrific at-bat for Spencer Horwitz.
Davis Schneider at the plate.
And it is grounded to third. Mayo gets another chance. Mayo just barely beats Guerrero sliding into the bag. So an unearned run for the Jays, and each team tallies in the 1st. And now Ryan Mountcastle, who is always a threat to go deep in this ballpark. Back to the fastball. Mountcastle fights it off into right field for a hit, and then it bounces over Springer's glove. Mountie motors to second. He'll get an extra base out of this. Backed up quickly by Varsho after a major misplay by Springer.
Against Eloy Jimenez.
Swing and a miss and an 0-2 slider, and the first strikeout of the start for Bowden Francis.
Back to the left side of the plate with the left-handed bat of Jackson Holliday.
Swing and a miss. Got him to chase up high. And that is the one thing Holliday has done a fair amount so far in his major league career. He swings and misses and strikes out a decent bit. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. After the leadoff double, Bowden Francis strikes out 3 in a row to end the top of the 2nd.
And there's very quickly 1 away. Brings up Leo Jimenez, batting in the 8th spot for the Blue Jays.
Jimenez hits a ball deep to left field, and that's a fair ball off the wall. Around second, he'll stop there. It's the 4th major league double for Leo Jimenez, and the Blue Jays' first extra base hit today.
Boy, he got to that pitch fairly easily that he just turns on, and he's able to keep it fair.
He's on second, and Brian Serven's at the plate.
Who quickly jumps on the first pitch, and it makes its way into center field. Past the second baseman, Jackson Holliday, coming around third to score, diving head first. is Leo Jimenez, and the Blue Jays have tied this game at 2-2.
RBI single, Brian Serven, who's come up with a couple clutch hits recently for Toronto. Here's the top of the order for the Blue Jays, George Springer. Springer pokes it on the ground softly to second. Holiday's only play is first, and he got him. Springer doesn't think so. And we'll see if the Blue Jays take a look.
And they're going to wave it off. Springer is out by about a half a step.
Clement hits it on the ground. Sliding stop by the rookie Mayo. Gets up, slings to first, and it bounces away. In to score Serven, and the Blue Jays take the lead.
So far on a couple of ground balls, Kobe Mayo over at third base has not looked comfortable fielding any one of them. Ernie Clement with some really good speed moving down the line.
Runner is off. They throw into first base. Mountcastle throws down to second. Tag out. Clement, who took off on first movement, is thrown out.
Cowser walked back in the first, maybe starting a new on-base streak. Swing and a miss. Nasty splitter there. And 4 strikeouts in a row for Francis going back to last inning. And he climbs the ladder for a 5th strikeout in a row for Bowden Francis. He is rolling here. There are 2 down in the top of the 3rd. Hit on a line and caught at third by Guerrero to end the inning. 8 pitches, all strikes for Bowden Francis in the top of the 3rd as he sets down the Orioles in order. Varsho talking to Mountcastle at first and taking his lead as Leo Jimenez comes up to the plate. Jimenez smoked a ball down the left field line his first time up. Jimenez drives one again. That one headed to the gap, and it's down. Tearing around second and headed to third. Varsho, they stop him there. Jimenez with a head first dive, and he's got 2 doubles in 2 at-bats.
Varsho running from first base, sensed he might have a chance to score, and he sees the stop sign from Carlos Fabulous.
Ryan Serven back up.
Strike 3, got him on a foul tip, and a great time for Rogers to pick up his 2nd K.
As George Springer steps up, 0 for 2 on the night.
Ground ball to short from Springer, fielded cleanly by Henderson, and Rogers escapes it.
Well done.
2nd and 3rd one out, and he puts up another 0.
Kobe Mayo struck out in the 2nd inning. 0 for 1, still in search of his first career major league hit.
0 for 6 and now 0 for 7.
Called strike 3 on the outside edge. Strikeout number 6 for Francis.
Cowser coming back up to the plate.
That's not a strike.
What can you say at this point, other than this has got to get better?
Serven brought that ball back. I mean, he stole that one. Another one. Look at Cowser. He said, that's not a strike.
Yeah, Larry Vanover just threw somebody out of the Orioles dugout. I don't know who, but somebody had it coming, and Brandon Hyde's going to come out.
And was giving it to the home plate umpire, Larry Vanover, and Vanover just calmly looked over to the dugout and said, "You're out of here."
It wasn't a very hostile conversation there from Brandon. He accepts his fate. He has a few words to say.
Splitter for called strike 3. Cowser looking at Vanover again for Bowden Francis. It's his 7th strikeout.
The Orioles once again put the tying run in scoring position. They've had several chances this evening, have not been able to cash it in.
Holiday, deep to right field. You want 1 run? How about 2? Oh, my word. That ball's out to Saskatchewan.
That one might have cleared customs, I'm going to tell you. 421 feet, and how do you go up top shelf on an 0-2 count and turn around a ball like that?
First American League rookie at age 20 or younger to do it 3 straight, which is just insane. And the Oriole bench loving every moment of it.
Tying run now with 2 out in scoring position.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up with a chance to tie this game.
First pitch driven the other way to right. Santander! Whoa! Had it the whole way. Santander robs Guerrero, gets a hat tip for his troubles, and saves the 7th.
Tony Taters, folks, he's doing it on both sides of the ball tonight.
And of course, Santander will lead off the inning against Yarbrough. Whew. Anthony Santander. What more can you say? Santander smokes one to left. It's his show. Anthony Santander owns this place. Robs a game-tying hit from Guerrero. Smashes a home run at the start of the next inning. It's Anthony's world, and we're all just living in it.
Well, this is a day Anthony Santander and Oriole fans will not forget for a long time. How about 2 home runs? Now a career high 34 home runs.
With one away here in the 8th inning.
A home run this inning, a hit batter, and a walk. Baltimore threatening, up 5-3 in the top of the 8th. Eric Swanson is the 4th reliever into the game for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss at the splitter. Mountcastle down for the 2nd out of the inning.
As Eloy Jimenez checks in now, stepping into the box for Baltimore, ready-on-ready matchup here against Swanson.
And Jimenez slams it right side, fair ball, ticketed for the corner. Slater's going to come in to score. Rutschman waved in behind him. Here's the relay throw. It won't be a relay throw. Clement sticks it in his pocket on a 2-run shot the other way down the line by Eloy Jimenez, doubling in a pair and giving the Orioles a 4-run lead. And they'll turn to one of their big new arms out of the bullpen, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Leo Jimenez has had maybe his best day at the plate as a major leaguer. 2 doubles in 3 trips. He swings and drives the ball in the air to left center field. Going back Slater and Cowser, and it's down on the track. Make it a 3rd double for Leo Jimenez. He has as many doubles today as he did the rest of his major league season.
And that is off the fist, a pop up in front of third. Dominguez coming over, makes a basket catch. The pitcher hauled it in while crossing near the cutout at third in a foul territory.
1-2 for Springer. And down he goes. Slide away and give it all you got. Dominguez punches out Springer.
And the Orioles needing just one more.
First pitch. Clement swings away. A high fly ball. Cowser waves off Slater. And the Orioles come back in the late innings to take game 2 in Toronto.